Good morning, everyone. Simon Holden here, the Sheriff of Tippingham, on this Thursday morning, the 28th of September. And we have a busy video for you. Now, the next few days, if you read my HFC column today, you'll see that we got Trackman and Newmarket Max over in Gay Paris. For the weekend, Saturday and Sunday at the Arc de Triomphe meeting, reporting back exclusively for HFC Club. So we've gone global, or to put it a slightly less glamorous way, they've got a cheap train ticket from Paddington. Right, so that's that. I'm going to be here in Blighty, keeping the old things going. We've got Newmarket, we've got Chester, got a very tasty meeting at Haydock. Lots of big stuff coming up. Now, I've got a Southwell cracker for us tonight. Not quite the glamour of Paddy, but it'll pay the same if it wins. And also, I promise you in the week some Ryder Cup stuff. So let's get into Southwell first. And before that, if you're not in our Telegram group, click on the link. It's free to join. If you need to download Telegram, it gives you the instructions how to do it on your tablet, on your phone, or your laptop, or I can't think of any other devices, but you can get it. And there's going to be some bets coming up in the next 2 to 3 days that you don't want to miss on there that will be free. Right, let's go to Southwell tonight. Don't worry, I don't mean genuinely. And let's go to the 8 o'clock. It's the maiden. And I really like the chances here of number 10, Marie Lavue, ridden by Trevor Whelan and trained by Marcus Tregoning. It was third last time out, only beaten a length at Chepstow, and I think that was a better race than this. The second favourite is a horse called Barrel Aged, trained by Marco Botti, that was second on debut at Kempton. But that was nearly a year ago, and I have to ask yourself where that horse has been. And I don't think that was as good a race as the Chepstow race. Now, this is a poor race, and Marie Lavelle, if it runs to that mark of 73, which it did last time, and I have no reason to believe it will not tonight in this Class 5, I think that will see it home and host. And I think 15 to 8 is actually more than fair. I'd have this down as a 6 to 4 shot. 15 to 8 with Bet365, with William Hill, with Bet Victor, and with Boyle Sports where you need to go. So that is the YouTube freebie. It's in the 6 o'clock, and it is number 10, Marie Lavue. Take the 15 to 8. I could see it going off at about 6 to 4. But to be honest, if it wins, doesn't it? And I think it's got great chance if it runs to that mark. I don't see any of the others. Of course, the Marco Botti horse, don't think that Kempton run was any great shakes. Probably be the second best horse in the race, but does it need the comeback after 252 days? Whereas we know our boy is fully fit and wound up. So 15 to 8 is a more than fair. Right, let's have a look at the greatest show on golf, shall we? I've got 3 bets for you here. The Ryder Cup begins tomorrow morning, Friday. 3 days of great action, Europe v America. Now, the key trend in Ryder Cups has been the home side win. Now, I keep seeing people on Sky Sports and Halls, Talk Sport and everything talk about the mental scarring of the European team 2 years ago who were battered by the Americans at Whistling Straits. Well, that's all true. They were battered. But you've got to remember the American team was battered in Paris 2 years before that by the European team and came out home advantage. The captain of the Ryder Cup side gets to design the way the course is set up. So in America, last time the course was set up for the big hitters. The rough was all put down. 2 years before that in Paris, it was designed for the European players. And Marco Simeone course in Rome has been tricked up and set up to suit the Europeans. And I think the American team will hate it. Now, there's been a stack of cash. I can't believe that Europe was as big as about 7 to 4 at one stage in this market. They are now best price 21 to 20. That's with Betfred. Slightly odds against, levels you devils everywhere else. I make them in an 8 to 11 shot. So if you can get odds against or even with plenty of evens about, I think that is the play. I see this coming back to Europe. Now, so that is in the outright. That's the big bet. Europe to regain the Ryder Cup. Now, let's have a look at another couple of markets. I like this top European point scorer market. I really, really do. And the player I like here is Tommy Fleetwood. Now, you can bet this each way, which makes this quite an intriguing selection and way of playing this market. 13-2, Tommy Fleetwood with Sky Bet, Paddy Power, and William Hill quarter the odds 3 places. Now, Tommy Fleetwood, I believe, will play in all 4 matches. So we got the 2 games on Friday morning, and we got the 2 games on Friday afternoon, similarly on Saturday. And then everybody plays in the old Paul Ingalls, the singles on Sunday. So everybody's guaranteed 1 game. But you've got to look for the players that are going to be selected by Luke Donald to play morning, afternoon. And I really think Fleetwood, even more so than Rory McIlroy, is an absolute lockdown. Luke Donald loves him. He's a talisman of the team. We know he raises his game. We know he's got a great Ryder Cup record. He's got a great game for this particular course. He can play with anybody. He can play in the 4-ball where 2 players all play 1 ball, or the foursomes where 2 players play 1 ball. Much more difficult. You need more of that complete game for that. And Fleetwood is the governor for that. So I'm going him at 13-2. Back that each way. I think that's cracking. Now, one more market that I want to look at. So we've got Europe to regain the trophy. We've got that Tommy Fleetwood to be top American. Now, there is a market here, top lefty. And you can only get this with William Hill and 888 Sport and Betway. And basically, top lefty is the top left-handed player. Yes, thank you. Stating the bleeding obvious here. In tomorrow's episode, I'll tell you that night follows day. So it's the top left-handed player in the Ryder Cup. Well, here's the thing. There's only 2 left-handers in it. Now, not many bookies are doing this market. We've got Brian Harman, the Open champion. He's the American lefty. I don't mean politically. Actually, I think quite the opposite. And we have got Robert McIntyre, Bob Mack himself, who is the European left-hander, and basically who's going to score the more points. Now, I think Brian Harman is an incredible bet here at 8-11. You can get that with Billy Hills, with 888 Sport, with Betway. Or Bet Goodwin will go 3-4 on that. Our old mates there, they're playing in this market. Now, neither is going to play that much. Let's be clear. But Brian Harman, who won the Open Championship in blistering form, didn't he? By hitting the ball straight and accurately. He's actually one of the Americans who will be suited by this course. And I think he's got a much greater chance of playing and winning. And I fancy him in a singles match against virtually anybody. Very, very good play. He's not going to feature morning, afternoon. We're going to have to sit this one out and wait for it. But here's the thing. Robert McIntyre arrives here in very, very poor form. And I think he's one of the Europeans who's going to be hidden away by Luke Donald. You might only see him once before the singles. And looking at the American team, I wouldn't fancy him against any of them. So Brian Harman might not have to score many points. 1 might do it. And I can see him getting 1 and 1.5 quite, not easily, but quite realistically. Now, McIntyre might get put with somebody like John Rahm, and they might do it and whatever. So there is a slight danger when you're playing doubles golf that the other guy carries you through. However, I'm not sure Luke Donald's going to, I think his superstars are going to be playing with other superstars. So if Bob Mack does get a game on the first 2 days, he might get put with one of the rookies. He might get put with another player who struggles in the spotlight. And I think Harman could win this. And I think at odds on, he's actually great value. I'd have him at least 2s on in this market. So you have got Europe to regain the Ryder Cup at 11-10. Best price with Betfred. Evens is more than fair. You've got 13-2 each way. Tommy Fleetwood to be top European point scorer. And we're playing in that niche market. Look for the bookmakers that are doing it. I've read them out. There are not many of them, but that market is there. Top lefty. And we're going Brian Harman to beat the struggling Bob Mack. Now, there you go. The action starts dead early Friday, Saturday, and of course the singles Sunday. So I've got the old remote control, or about the old adverts where the guy had the 4 screens on. It's going to be one of them, isn't it? Oh, the 2:30 at 8. Oh my God, he's missed a putt. Oh, what time does the football start? Please do not even consider leaving the house for the next 4 days. Get the old pizzas in through the letterbox and away you go. Right, let's hope the horse does the business. We've got a huge day. Get yourself in for Telegram. Look out for that HFC email. These are the few days that we all live for. It's all happening. We've got our boys over in Paris reporting back exclusively to HFC, and I'll be manning things here at HQ in Blighty. So have a great few days. Good luck if you're playing these Ryder Cup freebies. This is what HFC is all about. Good luck if you're playing the subtle bet. Watch out for those HFC emails, and I shall see you soon. Get on the old Telegram. It's the future. It's the garlic bread of apps.
Holdings, horses.